Hello, everybody. It's about that time. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Today, I do appreciate you stopping by. Today's beer comes from Ghost River Brewing. These guys are in Tennessee. This is their Zippin Pippin IPA. Not seen their beers here in Virginia, this part of Virginia. Doesn't have a date on it. This was sent to me by Mr. Fudge. Decent amount of alcohol, or ABV I should say, at 6.9%. And that is all that I have here on this beer. Ghost River, and no date, and got the ABV of 6.9%. So, don't know a lot about these guys, and don't know how long they've been in business or what kind of beers they produce. Don't know anything about them, and I didn't go in and try to find out a whole lot. I don't know what to expect here, guys. I don't know how old the beer is, not having a date on it anywhere. I will say there's only one person that's posted a comment and review on Beer Advocate, and it was just done last month. He posted his comments on May 19th of 2019, and he was the one that added it to Beer Advocate. So other than that, it wouldn't even be listed there, more than likely. So let's jump over to Untapped. They have it at 6.5%. So maybe they've done it before. This particular one is 6.9. So I don't know. Nice colorful artwork on the can. It is a plain Jane silver can with a wraparound stick-on label, so hopefully they're concentrating on what's inside the can instead of a bunch of fancy artwork. But a lot of young breweries and newer breweries, they can't afford to have those cans printed up. Sometimes they don't even have a canning process inside the brewery, and they have mobile canners come do this for them. So I don't know. I don't have any idea, guys. We're going to drink it basically like I've never had one before, which I haven't. So we shall see what comes to the table on this one, guys. So that is basically all we need to talk about. So let's stop talking and start pouring. And let's see what it brings to the table, guys. I don't have any idea what to expect, whether this is going to be a 0, a 5, or a 10 beer. Fairly clear coming out on the initial pour here, guys. Doesn't look like a hazy IPA or any kind of New England style or anything like that. So when I swirled it around, we got a whole lot of dark sediment coming out. So we did have some settling going on, and that little back end pour really clouded it up. But it is a dark amber. It's nowhere near looking like a New England style bright orange juice. This is a dark amber color. Much darker than most IPAs. Now I have seen some double IPAs a little dark like this, but most of them are a lot lighter than this. So definitely has some sediment going on in the bottom of it, or settling going on in the bottom of the can, but not having a date on it. Guys, if this beer was available here and I walked in and picked it up and couldn't find a date on it, I'd set it right back up on the shelf. I'm not going to buy it. Don't know how old it is. So, let's see what we got. To the nose we go. A little bit of citrusiness in there. Maybe a slight hint of some pine and some oranges. Grapefruit is standing out more than anything else. Definitely not off the chain in the hop characteristics. Not on the aroma, anyway. Well, let's dive in and see what we got. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Mr. Fudge. Thank you, sir. Not bad. More of a transitional IPA. Not having the IBUs, I don't know what they are. They don't taste like they're real heavy. Tastes about average as far as the IBUs. A nice balance between the malt and the hop, bittering hops. Decent beer. I mean, and with the alcohol at 6.9%, it's almost to the 7% where I go for when I pick up go-to beers. But it's well hidden, I will say that. So right now, decent beer. So let's try it out of the fridge. Let's sip on it for a little bit, and then we'll come back and figure out where it's going to end up. All right, guys, I'm back. Got just a little left sipping on it for a while now. A little bit of lacing left on the glass. A good transitional IPA, guys. That's nothing to write home about. If you're a hophead and you're expecting big hop aroma and flavor, it's not there. Transitional beer to me, guys. Definitely nothing to write home about, and especially since they're not dating their stuff. They want to be in this game. They better start doing some kind of dating on their IPAs. I don't know how many different kind of beers they do. I didn't go to their site and look up anything. It is what it is. 6.9% alcohol is well hidden. It is a well-made beer, but kind of transitional, lawnmowerish, other than the higher ABV at 6.9. Okay beer. Decent beer. Not even to the A category, in my opinion. Final choke. But like I tell you guys all the time, that may be where they want this to be. Maybe they're trying to get some of the macro lager drinkers over into one of their beers. Something that doesn't have a huge IBU bitterness to it. So, from what if I'd had this beer 10, 12 years ago, it probably would have got a better grade than I'm going to give it now, having all the different styles of beers and New England styles and West Coast styles. It's more like an East Coast style beer to me, guys. That's what it reminds me of. So, decent beer, definitely not an A beer. I'm going to give it a B, 85, right down the middle of the B range. It may have got a B plus if it had a date on it somewhere, but it does not. Definitely not to the A category, in my humble, honest opinion. So, but I do appreciate Mr. Fudge sent it to me. Let me give it a whirl. But they, like I said, if these guys want to be in this game, they better start dating their stuff. If it was available here, I wouldn't buy it because it doesn't have a date on it, not knowing how fresh the beer is. So, with that being said, we'll run over to Beer Advocate. Only one person has posted a comment on it, and he seemed to be fairly more impressed with it than I am. With one rating, he's got it at 4.11, which is in their A- scale. I don't think it's quite there, guys. I really don't. But good, well-made beer. Alcohol's well hidden. I will give them that. Need to date it. Over to Untappd, they have it at 3.61, which is not even into their B plus range. It's a B beer to them too, and I agree with that. I agree, it's a B beer, guys. So if you've had this Zippin Pippin from Ghost River Brewing, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.